Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and build update number 4 of our AMT Plymouth 71 Duster 340 kit. Well, as you can see, we're making it a little dirty tonight. Let me get the guys out the way here. Chandler, you gotta move. I know that engine's worked on, but you gotta move everybody out of the way, even you. All right, so I started out today by getting the engine a little bit dirty. This is just a start, but I think it's a good start. I used a dry brush of XF60 dark yellow and a little bit of water, a little more dry brush, and this is where we are right now. I'm not done yet because we got to put oil back into this, but I wanted to get some dirt on it and get it started. So let's get the engine out of the way and bring in the body. I started out, while I was doing the engine, I did the engine bay and the firewall. This is just the XF60, like I said, in here. In here, it's XF60 and a little bit of pastel work because I was doing pastels in the interior, and I wanted to see how it would look in the engine bay. I figured if I really screwed up, I could always close the hood and go from there. So I did that, and then as you can see, we got the wing on the back, because remember I want to do a flat over the top of this, and I figured I want the wing on there just to give that weather beat look to where this will all be flat, and underneath that wing we'll have a little bit of gloss left to it. Then I figured this car is just too good to have as a teenager's car, and I can remember how much body work I had to do on mine. So I started out by putting a primer door on it, just masked it off, hit it with Vallejo's USN Ghost Gray. I love this stuff. It brushed on just as well because I did a little bit on the back quarter right here and just a little bit on the rocker and the back underneath the wheel well. We'll do more, but I wanted to put them on, and then I'm going to sand them back off to where we have a little bit of that mix between the green and the primer. Same with up top, and I'll do a few other places. But before I do that, I have to get the decals on the sides because those have to be set before I do the flat, and then I'm going to come back with the Tamiya's X15 again over top of all that with a few of my really tiny brushes, and I'll do a little chipping on the decal going on the side because it's going to wear. I mean, it's 10 years. So there's the body, and really I did a lot for not being able to show a whole lot. Here is the door panel, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that. I knocked most of that gloss down with some white, some black. Let me show you here. These are the pastels I got. I got them on Amazon many years ago. I use them all the time, especially with my military kits. But I hit it with a little bit of the white. I hit it with a little bit of white, a little bit of black, a little bit of brown, a little bit of the tan, back and forth until I got it to where I like the look. And I hope you can see that on there without the glare of that light, because it really looks good. So we did those. The seats, they look good. They're streaked up real well, front and back. Don't forget the back of the seats where the kids have been kicking it for the past 10 years. The other seat, let's grab the back seat while we're doing seats. I'll show you that. Knocked that shine right down quick, fast, and in a hurry, and made it look old without, I didn't want it to be torn yet. I never had a car with torn seats. If I did, I would have gone to the junkyard and got a different seat. The other thing I did is I finished the dashboard. I got the wood grain on the top. That's just hand-painted wood grain. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. And touched up little places here and there. So all in all, that's about 4 hours worth of work. I didn't include this yet. Let's look at the body here, or the chassis. I did a dry brush of the chassis, and if you haven't seen my dry brushing video, check it out, because this is what I did on here. I did 2 different dry brushes on here right off the rip. First thing I did is I dry brushed just the chassis without any of the upper suspension on it. Then I dry brushed the upper suspension, then I put it on, then I dry brushed that again and kind of brought everything together. Once the engine's in place, I'll put on the brace across the bottom, and I'll just hit that real quick. But the only thing I used to do my dry brushing on here so far, I started out with, again, the XF60. I've always liked that color for going dirt. And then I did a coat of that. Then I came back with XF64. This is called Red Brown. I did a real light shot on that, and then I came back across that one more time with the dark yellow, lightly. I didn't want to take all the brown away. I didn't want the brown to take all the yellow away, but I wanted to get that layered look in here. And now that I'm in this state with the engine, the frame, and all that, now what I'll do here is I'll start running my fuel lines. I'll run my brake lines. My emergency brake line goes through the clip here and then runs. We'll get all that done. Then we'll start bringing the suspension in. I'll dry brush as I go, but I have to have this done because I know that solder isn't going to be able to take the beating that I had to do to get this to this point. Now, once I get the solder in here, yeah, I'll be able to do a little bit of dry brushing, but all the suspension work I'll have to do before I add that solder. So it'll have to be done separately and then brought in and put on. And then the solder, I'll be able to take my pastels and lightly hit them to just knock any shine down that's on them. And it'll look really good. But there's that. I haven't done anything with the bottom of the chassis yet. I did do the top side of this where the engine's going to drop in because it has to be done right now. And like I said, once that's in there, you're not going to be able to see a whole lot of it. But, man, I'm telling you right off the rip, this is looking old real quick. And then once I hit the flat, no, that's going to stay in there for a little bit. Once I get the flat coat on this, then I'll start adding the rust, because I do want to have rust shown and have this as a work in progress car. And I'm telling you, it's really nice, because if you get your hands a little bit dirty and you get a little dirt here and there, it's okay, because it's going to be dirty. But there we go. I will leave you with that. Again, thank you very much for all your support. Everybody is awesome. I mean, everybody is awesome. We did have a lot of fun with that engine, but then I decided I want the valve covers on it. I think it'd be too much. I am going to do another one of these someday, and I will do it with the valve cover off, and I'll do it looking good, and I might even chrome the valve covers on there. We'll see, but for right now, I'm going to leave them off. But anyhow, I am Mark. This is Grandpa Mark's Hobbies. Thank you very much for checking me out, and you all have a great night.